You ever just sit there staring at the ceiling or the wall or the steering wheel and feel something deep inside, like you know you're supposed to be more? You know you're not meant to be average. You can feel it in your bones. That vision of a different life, of a better you. It's not fake. It's not a fantasy. That's real. That's your future calling you. But here's the deal. Seeing it in your mind isn't enough. You have to believe that what you're seeing is real before anyone else will. You have to believe it before it exists. People will laugh at you. People will doubt you. They'll call you crazy. Let them. That's fuel. That's fire. That's the exact sign you're on the right path. Because if your vision doesn't scare the average person, it's not big enough. They don't see what you see, and they're not supposed to. They weren't given the same vision you were. It's your job to hold on to it so tightly, to grip that vision like your life depends on it, because it does. They'll say, be realistic. Forget realistic. Realistic people live average lives. Realistic people settle. Realistic people retire in regret. You want a dream life? Then be unrealistic. Be unreasonable. Be obsessed. Be willing to keep going when nobody claps for you, when nobody believes in you, when you're the only one standing in your corner. If you can see it in your mind, it means it already exists inside you. It means it's already yours. Now it's just a matter of work, a matter of time, a matter of grind. Wake up early. Go when you don't feel like it. Build it when no one's watching. Study when your friends are partying. Sacrifice when it's inconvenient. Win the quiet war, the one nobody sees. You know which one I'm talking about. The war between you and you. You versus your laziness. You versus your fear. You versus your doubt. That battle happens every day. And the version of you that wins, that's the version that becomes real. Most people lose because they negotiate with their feelings. I'm tired. It's too late. I deserve a break. No. You signed the contract. Not with ink. Not on paper. You signed it with sweat and sacrifice and silence. You signed it with the promise you made to yourself when you saw that vision in your mind and said, I want that. You signed it when you said you'd change. So stop negotiating. Stop quitting. Stop breaking promises to yourself. Do you understand how rare it is to have a vision that clear in your mind? That is not random. That's purpose. That's destiny trying to break through the noise. That's your future self screaming at you. Let me out. But you won't unlock it if you keep living like you have time. You won't get there if you keep putting it off. You won't get there if you keep doing just enough. Just enough doesn't change lives. Just enough doesn't build legacies. The people who get what they want in life, do you know what they have in common? They don't stop. Ever. They don't care about motivation. They don't care if it's raining, if it hurts, if they're tired. They move with intention. They work with focus. They act like it's already theirs. And every rep, every step, every page is just them catching up to what they already believe. The only question is, do you believe? Do you believe it's going to happen for you? Close your eyes. Picture that dream. Picture that life. Picture the success, the strength, the freedom, the pride. Now open your eyes. Ask yourself, what am I doing today to make that vision real? Because if you're just sitting on it, if you're not moving with urgency, then you're disrespecting your own dream. That should piss you off. That should wake you up. You're letting the version of you that has it all stay locked up because you're afraid to go get it. So go get it. Go work. Go sweat. Go cry if you have to. Go fail. Go break down. Go again. Do not stop. Because if you can see it in your mind, you can build it with your hands. But only if you keep going. Only if you stay relentless. Only if you treat that vision like it's oxygen. You need it. Every single day. Every second you're alive, you're either moving closer to it or you're moving away from it. Make your direction clear. This world is full of people who gave up too early. who had the dream, who had the vision, who had the spark, and let life blow it out. Don't be one of them. The only thing worse than failing is never even trying. The only thing worse than losing is quitting. And if you're still breathing, if you're still waking up, you're not done. You still have time. You still have power. You still have a shot to do something legendary. So don't waste it. Don't sleep on your greatness. Don't settle for average when you were built for extraordinary. If you can see it in your mind, it's already real. Don't just say it. Prove it. Prove it when you're tired. Prove it when you're broke. Prove it when you're alone. That's when it matters. That's when it counts. Everybody wants to shine when the lights are on. But who are you in the dark? Who are you when no one's watching? When no one's clapping? When you're bleeding, hurting, doubting? That's the version of you that builds empires. That's the version of you that changes the game. Every time you hear that little voice whisper, "This is too much," you speak louder. You say, "Watch me," because the only way out is through the pain, through the pressure, through the setbacks. If you can walk through hell and keep walking, then heaven becomes yours. That vision in your head, it's not made out of sugar and sunlight. It's made out of pain, grit, sacrifice, and obsession. That's what real dreams are made of. You think champions are born? No. Champions are made. Forged in doubt, hammered by discipline, tempered by pain. Champions were once nobodies who refused to quit. They were once broken, beaten, underestimated, but they had a vision, and they wouldn't let go. They clung to it when it was all they had. They spoke it into existence. They saw it when no one else could. And slowly, painfully, they became it. Let me tell you something real. You're closer than you think. You are one decision away, one day of insane effort, one act of courage, one leap of faith. That's it. You've already suffered, you've already cried, you've already sacrificed. Don't let it be for nothing. Don't walk away from the door just because it hasn't opened yet. Kick that door down. People ask, what if I fail? What if you do? That's part of the process. You will fail. You'll fall. You'll embarrass yourself. But every time you get up, you become more dangerous. You become harder to stop. You become the kind of person the world can't ignore. That's what it takes. Fall, get up, repeat. Over and over. Until the world bends. You want to know the truth? The only thing stopping you is you. Not your parents, not your friends, not the economy, not your boss, not your education, not your past, just you. Your excuses, your fear, your laziness, your doubt. Kill them. Kill those parts of you that keep holding you back. Starve them. Silence them. Replace them with hunger. Replace them with purpose. Replace them with relentless drive. Start living like it's already yours. Start moving like you're already there. Walk like you own it. Speak like you believe it. Work like your life depends on it, because it does. You only get one shot at this. One life, one chance. Why are you wasting it sitting still, stuck in your head? Afraid to go all in? Stop playing small. Stop dimming your light to fit into dark rooms. Stop shrinking so other people can feel big. This is your time. This is your rise. You're not here to blend in. You're here to dominate, to take up space, to shake the ground when you walk, to look the world dead in the eye and say, I made this happen. I built this life. I didn't wish for it. I worked for it. When you understand that the vision in your mind is a preview of your destiny, you stop doubting. You stop hesitating. You stop looking for permission. And you start moving. You start building. You start burning bridges that lead back to your old self. You become unstoppable. So let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them laugh. You're too busy creating the future to explain yourself, because you know something they don't. If I can see it in my mind, it's already mine. Keep going, keep pushing, keep climbing. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a step closer to that vision becoming real. It's not supposed to be easy. Easy doesn't change you. Easy doesn't earn respect. Easy doesn't make history. What you're doing, what you're building, it takes everything. All of you. Every ounce of strength. Every drop of discipline. Every breath of belief. You want to stand out, then stop doing what average people do. Stop moving like you have time. Stop acting like your dreams are optional. They are not optional. They're oxygen. Without them, you suffocate. You don't need motivation, you need conviction. You need to move even when the fire's gone, when your body aches, when your soul is tired, and your heart feels like it's had enough. That's the test. Will you show up anyway, when no one's clapping, when nobody cares, when there's no applause, no validation, no reward, just you, the grind, and the dream you saw in your mind that no one else can see yet? That's when champions are born. In the silence, in the shadows, in the repetition of 1,000 boring days that build the one unforgettable life. It's not talent, it's not luck, it's not some secret sauce. It's relentless faith in a future you haven't lived yet. It's waking up every single day and saying, I'm going to do the work, again. It's saying, yes, I failed yesterday. Yes, I hurt. Yes, I'm tired. But I'm still here. That's what separates those who have it from those who wish they did. That's what builds power. You've got to stop being impressed by potential. Potential is worthless without action. You've got a vision? Great. Now build the muscle, build the mindset, build the habits that make that vision a reality. Stop just thinking about it. Start bleeding for it. You need to make a decision. Who do you want to be? Because your habits are answering that question every day, whether you like it or not. Your routine is shaping your future. So ask yourself, is what I'm doing today getting me closer to what I saw in my mind? If not, change it. If not, adjust. If not, grow up and own it. The vision you have, there's a price, and the universe will not give it to you until it's paid in full. There is no discount, there is no shortcut, there is no handout. You've got to be obsessed. Obsessed with growth, obsessed with execution, obsessed with the goal. Every time you say, it's too hard, remember, so what? Everything worth having is hard. Every time you say, I don't feel like it, remind yourself, your future doesn't care about your feelings. Every time you want to quit, ask yourself, do I want regret or results? If you can see it in your mind, you owe it to yourself to make it real. And one day, if you keep going, people are going to ask you how you did it. They're going to call you lucky. They're going to say it was talent. They're going to say you were born different. You'll smile, because you'll know it started with a vision no one else could see, and it ended with a reality no one could ignore. You're almost there, but almost doesn't count. Almost doesn't get remembered. You want a name? You want legacy? You want to leave your fingerprint on this world? Then finish what you started. Don't be one of those people who almost made it, who almost broke through, who almost lived the life they dreamed of. You're not made for almost, you're made for more. If you can see it in your mind, it's not fiction, it's not fantasy, it's future reality, but only if you fight for it, every damn day. The world doesn't owe you anything. Life doesn't care how bad you want it. You can cry about it, you can talk about it, you can dream about it, but unless you act, unless you move, unless you sacrifice, it's just going to stay in your head, a ghost, a lost vision that dies with you. But you're not letting that happen, are you? Because you made a decision. You said, I'm not going out like that. You said, I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how hard it gets. I don't care who walks away. This dream is mine. And when you decide that, the world starts to shift, slowly, painfully, but it starts to open up. It starts to make room for you. Not because it's fair, but because you made it undeniable. Your mindset is a weapon. Sharpen it every day. Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is weak. What you need is discipline. What you need is to wake up and execute whether you feel like it or not. What you need is consistency when it's cold. Consistency when it's dark. Consistency when you're not getting results yet. Because the ones who win aren't the ones who had the easiest path. They're the ones who refuse to quit. So when you're tired, keep going. When it's not working yet, keep going. When you feel like a fraud, keep going. Because nothing is permanent except the result of the actions you take or don't take. You either live your vision or you die with it still trapped in your head. And that's worse than death. That's torture. Seeing what you could have been every time you close your eyes, but never living it because you were too scared to go all in. This is your moment. This is your fight. This is your time. Not next year. Not someday. Right now. And here's the secret they won't tell you. If you move with intensity long enough, the impossible starts to look soft. The vision in your mind starts matching the life you live. That's the shift. That's the breakthrough. That's where champions are born. And once you cross that line, once you taste it, there's no going back. You won't care what people think. You won't chase approval. You'll stop apologizing for being intense, being focused, being different. You'll know who you are. And that's where your real power lives. Not in your muscles, not in your resume, in your identity. You are the kind of person who doesn't fold. You are the kind of person who finishes. You are the kind of person who builds what they see in their mind. You didn't come this far to stop now. You didn't go through the late nights, the doubt, the sacrifice, the setbacks, the tears, the self-talk, the grind, to quit when it gets uncomfortable. You came this far because there's something in you that won't die, something that wants more, something that saw the life you could have and said, "That's mine." This isn't hype. This isn't fantasy. This is a call to war. A war against the weakness in you. A war against distraction. A war against average. And the weapon? That vision in your mind. Because if you can see it, really see it, you already have the map. Now the mission is execution. Ruthless, consistent, focused execution. Day in, day out, no matter what. Even when it's lonely, even when it's slow, especially then. Because those days, that's when you earn your spot. That's when you become who you need to be. They won't see the progress at first. They won't understand your silence. They won't get why you disappear. But soon, they won't be able to ignore you. Because results don't lie. Discipline doesn't lie. Greatness doesn't lie. If you can see it in your mind, you're already halfway there. The rest is sweat, sacrifice, silence, and suffering. Yes, suffering. You think you're going to build something great without pain, without discomfort, without struggle? Hell no. That's the entry fee. That's the price. You pay it in discipline. You pay it in grind. You pay it in lonely reps, in missed parties, in skipped comfort, in obsession. And the more you pay, the more you earn. They're going to say you changed. Good, you're supposed to. You're not here to stay the same. You're not here to please the crowd. You're here to build a life that lives up to the vision inside your mind. A life that reflects your work, not your words. A life that makes people stop and say, "Damn, they really did it." And when you get there, when you touch that dream, when you live it, don't be surprised because you already saw it. You already felt it. You were living it in your head. long before it showed up in real life. That's how this works. That's how legends move. So what now? You know what now. You get back to work, eyes forward, back straight, heart steady, and you keep going. Because if you can see it in your mind, you can build it with your hands. If you've ever wondered about the real story behind this channel, how I went from struggling and lost to motivating thousands of people every single day, now's your chance to hear it. I've shared my full journey, all the ups and downs, in a special audio and PDF just for you. If you want to get inspired and learn how I turned my life around, check out the link in the pinned comment. Your breakthrough might be just one story away.